Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and thanks for joining me today. And this is all about aliens today. And I'm going to be answering your questions. Of course, y'all are going to help me with some of those answers also. So thanks for being here today. And let me see who's all in the chat. We got a few people here. It's a rainy, stormy day here in Wilmington, North Carolina. How is it in everybody else part of the country? How are y'all faring? Okay, let's see. Hey, Paul. Thanks for being here today. Hey, Isabel. Hey, Tina. Oh, Tina. Hey, I hadn't seen you in a while. Thanks for being here. Hey, Barbara. Um, hey, Shay Ryder. Oh, thanks for this. You're new to this. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, Shay. And I'll get to questions in just a few minutes. Hey, Rossi. Um, Listen, there's Barbara again. Thanks for being here. And hey, Jen Carr, and I'm so glad to hear that information from you, Jen, the email I got from you. I'm so happy for you. And let's see who else. Hey, Hypnicity. Hey, Lacey Gray, thanks for being here. Hey, Millie de la Prada, thanks for being here. Hey, Sylvia, thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks. I'm on a stormy day, so if anything happens and I disappear, it's because we are having storms all day long here. And so sometimes it'll affect the Wi Fi and I'll go out. But yeah, I'll be answering questions today. I've already got a few that are starred. So go ahead and put them in. And Jen, let's see, where is that? Jen, Jen emailed me. She's going through a lot. She's going through a lot of transformation. A lot of things are happening, and it's happening fast, like it happened for me. Everything happened so quickly for me, and still is. And why she put that in there is because the thing I kept asking is, do I have a brain tumor? Do I need an MRI? But thank goodness I had a friend that helped me through this and kept telling me I'm okay. And that's what this channel is all about also, is to tell you you're okay, or if the things that are happening to you are okay. And oh, hey, Nancy Jean, thanks for being here. So Jen, you are okay. So I'm going to let you know that you are okay. What things are happening to you, which is a good thing. I feel like you've made some decisions and kind of have lightened your load for things to be coming in for you. Is that true, Jen? Have you kind of made some decisions, and now things can start coming in a little bit more and faster for you? And I think a lot of that is whenever we are going through a lot, sometimes your guides and things will step back for you to absorb or go through what you're going through. And then when you ever get settled and you're able to accept their information, then it comes pouring in. So I did a show, it was with Sheila Seppi. I don't know if y'all know her. I did that Thursday night with her, and there were several other people that were in it was a kind of a Zoom meeting, but I was the one that was, I guess, the presentator. And she was asking me a lot of questions, and I was talking about a lot of things. I didn't exactly know if the show was going to be live, but it turns out it is Sheila Seppi is the one that has several books out there about walk-ins, hybrids, and star seeds. So she has quite a few books out there on that. Hey, Lauren, it's good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while either. Well, maybe you were there last week, but it's good to see you. And hey, Lindsay, thanks for being here. But anyway, so if y'all want to go take a look at it, I think she's going to download it to me in a couple of days, and I'll be able to put it on my channel. But I'm there, and I decided because of what she does, I was going to talk about the hybrids, since that's where I specialize, is about the hybrids. So anyway, hey, Emily, thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody. Hey, Mr. Floyd's Universe, thanks for being here. Hey, Teresa, thanks for being here. But anyway, let me see. I'm going to go up to the question. And what brings me up to about the Sheila Seppi show, I'm going to get into, because I'm going to get some of y'all's help on answering those questions in a few minutes. I'm going to answer a few questions, and then I'm going to go into that, because there's so many of y'all are gifted and can help me answer the question, or help me, because I stumbled over one of her questions. And so I wanted y'all to kind of help me out. have a correct answer next time because I did stumble over one of them. But anyway, let me see who is here. Oh, Paul. Okay. Hey, Paul. All right. Hello, Dr. Gail. I had to take the dog outside this morning at 3:30 a.m. Just happened to look up and I saw a star flashing on and off fast. It looked like someone was taking my picture, please. Oh my gosh, that's great, Paul. That was the first time I recognized that I was seeing um, a UFO or whatever was in the UAP, whatever you want to call it, up in the sky, was going out like that. And it was probably like 2:30 in the morning, and I saw a lot of things happening at the moon. Like I was seeing, it looked like um, stars going in and out of the moon, which, I knew at that time of spaceships. I kept blinking my eyes and had to go back into my house and get my glasses and go, am I seeing that correctly? And they were still there. They didn't disappear. But let me check on that, Paul. I have a feeling you were seeing, they were acknowledging you. And I have a feeling that what they were doing was acknowledging you, connecting to you. Okay, Jen, I'll get to you because I think you're ready to accept that message now. All right, let's see, Paul, was that? Yeah, it was a spaceship, spacecraft, UFO, whatever you want to call it. It was connecting with you. They're telling me that you were thinking about it at that time, that you were thinking about either connecting or it was easier for them to show themselves because your vibration was high at that time. So yeah, Paul, you were right. You did see what you thought you saw. And just yesterday, my sister and she came to visit me here and we went out to lunch and did some things. And there was something when we were in the car, there was something that came and flashed in the car, flashed twice as it went by. And I asked her, I said, what was that? She didn't even see it. And then I sat back, I didn't say anything else. I'm sitting there going, I wonder what was that and why did it do two flashes as it came by? I'm going to have to read on that myself in a minute. I guess I'm just now thinking of that because, Paul, you brought that up. But that did just happen to me yesterday where it was two flashes of light and that came right in front of the windshield and she didn't even see it. But anyway, so there you go, Paul. Yes, congratulations for recognizing it for what it was. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Oh, Paul, you have several things in here. Oh, so it could be raining. No, you're right. You're right. Hey, Isabel, blessings, Dr. Gail, and everyone. I'm feeling blue beings, bird-like around me. Am I going crazy? Well, it's so funny, Isabel, because as I said, Jen Carr emailed me. I think it was last night, but I didn't see it until this morning. And that, oh, good. I'm glad you're here, Patricia, because I'm going to need your help in a few minutes. But yeah, Jen was going, she's thinking she was going crazy. Of course, she was saying she had a brain tumor. She knows she's not, but you always question it. When something new is happening or something crazy, even like when Paul's seeing this thing flashing, you're always questioning it. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to support each other, to go through these things, to validate it. Because if you tell your family or friends, they're going to say, oh, no, you're crazy. And like yesterday, my sister didn't even see it. Didn't even see it right there in front of us flashing and didn't even see it. So, Isabel, the blue beings are called, bird-like beings are called blue avians. They are great beings. So blue avians is blue. It's two words, blue avians. I think everybody knows I'm terrible at spelling. So, yeah, Paul, say true. So avians, I think is AVIANS. I have my book out. Maybe I can read to you a little bit about that. I do have my book out here, a Mystic Martian Oracle book. Let me see if I can pull up blue avians. My guys were telling me I needed to pull it up, and I'm going to tell you why in a few minutes because there's somebody new. Thanks, Rossi. That's how you spell it. There you go, Isabel. Rossi has the spelling for you. I am just the worst at spelling, so I don't even try sometimes. But I'm going to look it up here in this book and see if I can give you a little bit more information. I don't know, Isabel, do you know anything about the blue avians? They're pretty prominent, and we have somebody who is on YouTube that is Ancestors, is blue avians. So she's on a YouTube, and she is a reader, a medium. So I'm okay. I found the page. Okay. And let's see, the blue avians. Well, I thought I found the page. No, I didn't find the page. I'm going to get there. Okay. Keep stumbling through this book. Okay, blue avians. They're, of course, they have bird-like features. They're in 6th to 9th density. They're usually covered in some kind of material that's feather-like. It's not actually feathers. And that they are, of course, they're blue, and they are a calm, cool, diplomatic nature. I have worked with them a lot in the past, and they're great to work with. They're very intelligent, understanding, and they are, let's see. Oh, okay. These are ones also, you'll see them traveling in the orbs. So you probably have a lot of blue orbs around you. And when you see orbits around you, it will be your family and it will be represented in there. They are considered the ancient builder race. They are the architects of Earth. And their mission is to protect all of life and assist in the development of human ascension. So there you go, Isabel. So look that up. There's a lot of information out there about them, but it is the blue avians. So there you go, Isabel. Hey, Akila, thanks for being here today. Let's see, got quite a few people. I hope I haven't missed you, but hello, everybody. Oh, Lindsay, 111. Oh, I think I missed it. Oh, it's 1211 here. So it's on the East Coast, it's 1211. Okay, let me see who is next. All right, Isabel, I hope you're here and hope you get that information. If not, let me, I hope you can look that up pretty easily. Okay, Tina. Hey, Tina. Hi, Dr. Oh, I love your hummingbird. Hi, Dr. Gail, and all greetings. I was wondering if you can channel, oh, no, I'm going to butcher this, Paley, Hawaiian goddess, perhaps to ask if she would accept me to move to the Big Island after I retire April 2026. Thank you. Congratulations on the retirement. That's great, Tina. Okay, well, let me see. Oh, you're welcome, Isabel. All right, Tina, should she? Okay, well, I don't even have to ask. They're just popping it in my head. They're saying, Tina, if you go to Hawaii, only plan to go for 2 years. Don't look at it as a permanent place to move to. It will be for 2 years. And in fact, this is almost, I feel like it's almost like when I went to Mount Shasta for 2 years. I think it'll be a metaphysical educational place for you. But and also, and I'm not sure if this is the practical side of me but I think it's going to be too expensive to stay there for you to totally retire. But I don't think you're needing to retire there. I think if you do want to go, and this is free will, just plan on only 2 years, and it'll be a great experience for you. Let me just check on that, if I'm saying everything correctly. Yes, that's the information you need, Tina. Are you wanting to go there permanently, or were you thinking about just temporary? Because I'm getting a big yes on 2 years. Oh, you have land there. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I'm getting that just to go there for 2 years. And then what, and the next thing, you can take this as a grain of salt, Tina, but I'm seeing after there that you're going to be somewhere between the northeast and the mid, somewhere up in there, it looks like to me is where you'll eventually retire. And I'm not exactly sure where that is. Yeah, Tina, yeah, temporary, 2 years for Hawaii. But it looks like to me you're going to end up, I don't know what states those are right there, but there's like 3 or 4 states. It looks like there's 3 states together, and there's a point that you're going to be happiest at in there. But I am not that. I know astrology can tell you where you should be going and help you on where you'll be happiest. But that's where they're showing me right now is 2 years in Hawaii and then going to that place. You're talking about Oregon, Tina? No, I don't. Is that Oregon, Portland? I'm more towards the East Coast, but not on the East Coast. Whatever the states are that line up with, I don't know what I don't have the map in my head, but it is more over towards maybe Pennsylvania, maybe Virginia. I'm not sure what that kind of area that has three states that hook together is what they're showing me. And I'm not sure what those three states are. I have a feeling you probably know more about that area than I do. But that's where I see Maine, New Hampshire. That would be on the East Coast. This is not directly on the East Coast. Move in. And it's a line right there. Could be Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia. If those are three states together, that might be it, something like that. But anyway, I would have to get a map out, Tina, and just take that with a grain of salt. Delaware is also on the coast. I think anyway, it is in. It could be the states on the inside. It could be the states that are on the coast, but on the inside meet together. I do not want to go any further with that, Tina, because I just don't. That is not my specialty, so I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction. So we're just going to say Hawaii for 2 years, and then look at somewhere else. So you got Pennsylvania, Delaware. You got it. Oh, that's where you're from. Oh, well, that makes sense then. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move on. And I hope that helps. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to take one more, and then I'm going to go into asking my question to everybody. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, Shay Ryder. Okay, Shay. Hello, Dr. Gail, and greetings from Missouri. Good. Thanks for being here. I am new to your live shows and would like to ask what galactic family I am a member of. Many thanks. Well, the guides came into me today before you were even coming on here preparing me, Shay, for who, and I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't figure out why, Shay, but it is Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri. And again, people, if you could write that in for her. And here is Alpha Centaurians. This is a picture, but they, to me, look more human than this. They look very human to me, Alpha Centaurians. They could pass off as a human. So I don't think this picture is that great of a picture of them or a demonstration of them. But the Alpha Centaurians are usually like 5'5" to 8 feet tall in height with humanoid appearance. And they can have aquatic type features like web fingers. Me personally, have not seen any like that. I've always seen the human ones. They may have long hair. Their eyes are large. That's true. They have large eyes. And they are usually athletic build and typically wear something simple, flowing clothing. They are also vegetarians or vegans with a strict diet. They cannot bear Earth's intense sunlight. And some Alpha Centaurians occupy really deep in the oceans on Earth. And so and they are highly advanced, and they're strong allies of the Syrians, Palladians, and Venetians. So Alpha Centaurians, to me, I feel like the Alpha Centaurians are almost like the closest to humans there are out there. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for putting in that for her. I'm assuming her, Shay Ryder, that's Alpha Centaurians, and you can look that up. You were thinking Palladian, interesting. Well, it would be, Shay, it would be very easy to think that because that feeling is the same as a Palladian of Alpha Centaurian. I would say they're very similar, but I would think Alpha Centaurians are the closest to humans, but I'm getting that there are a level above Palladians that on like the ascension process, we don't have as much interaction with them as we do with the Palladians. Palladians are the most prominent here. So it would be easy to get that energy kind of mixed up. But Shay, you're more Alpha Centaurian. And I think my guides came to me telling me about this before you even came on the show today. And I didn't realize. I was going, why are we talking about Alpha Centaurians? We've talked about them before, but you were the reason why. So there you go. Hey, Lindsay, thanks for being here. Hey, Mary Starshine, thanks for being here today. All right, guys. Okay. I am going to talk about or ask y'all a question to help me out today on when I was on the show with Sheila Seppi, one of the questions she asked me was about timelines. Hey, Barbara. So, timelines. What did she wanted to know what the extraterrestrials or the aliens say about our timelines? Well, I'm sure she was talking about our ascension process on which timelines. For my mind, it went straight to how many readers, whenever they make a mistake or say something wrong or predict something and it doesn't come true, usually say we jumped a timeline. And so my mind went straight to there about jumping timelines. And that's what she said. That was the terminology she knew. Do you know anything about jumping timelines or timelines? And so my mind went straight to there. And so I was just going, the extraterrestrials look at time, that everything's happening at the same time. We don't have like timelines like they mean. So my question to everybody here is, what is your definition of a timeline? It sounded like to me how she was actually using it was maybe the ascension process, the different ascension levels, or she actually talking about time, future, past, present. Anybody here can help me out on what your thoughts are on what timelines or jumping timelines are. And so just educate me about timelines or what you feel about it, because everybody's using it. And I did say I felt like it was kind of a buzzword that we were using a lot lately. And I just don't know. And if I'm putting information out there, I want my information to always be correct. Hypnotic time is not always linear, right? And see, when I have looked at the time, they've shown me it is not linear. It is, Millie, I think of timelines as possible outcomes and dimensions. So you're looking at it is, okay, so when we jump timelines, are we jumping dimensions or are we actually jumping time? I'm just really wanting to get this clear because, as I said, I don't want to put out wrong information. And when she asked me that question, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, why are you asking me this question? I'm not the right person. Barbara, is that energy change when you jump? So is it part of the ascension process that when the timeline changes, does that mean you're going from third dimension to fourth dimension to fifth dimension? Or is it an energy change within your body? Energy change, Jen, it confuses you too. Yeah, I just want to try to get it straight. Maybe I'll start reading up on it a little bit more, but I feel like people use that terminology for all sorts of different things. Coastal Chrome, timelines and ascension are different. Yeah, I feel like they are too. Millie, because free will, we can change outcomes to our levels at presence. Okay. Our timelines, ultimate dimensions. Well, I don't think so. I experienced, this is Lynn LR. She says, I experienced alternate dimensions during sleep and meditation. Yeah, I do too. I think all of us here do, because we go from different levels. Like here, we're in the 3D world, and then most of us are probably more in the 4D world here. And then we're ascending to 5D. But the timelines, and for me, the time, was shown a long time ago that everything's happening at the same time. There's not different times. It's just what we're seeing. Like we might have an overlap of one life to another and see that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. This is like a good one. Lauren, yay, Lauren. John Minnie mentioned shifts in timelines is done by source for specific. Let me pull that up. John Benny mentions shifts in timelines is done by source for specific reasons. Last year, source did a timeline jump to prevent World War III happening to current world events. That is how I see them. I'm contemplating that. I'm not sure about that either. I just don't think source just going to jump timeline for the U.S., timeline for this, Lauren, thank you for that. Not quite understanding that either. And that they pick and choose to jump a timeline? Okay, let's see what Lacey, what are you saying? Timelines exist for collective and individually. All possibilities exist and my personal timeline will shift depending on what decisions I make, frequencies I tap in. All right. Thank you, Lacey. That's a good one. Anyone else? Let's see if I missed some. All right. Isabel, for me, is fluid. Everything is happening at the present time. That's what I've seen. Therefore, it has to be jumping dimensions. So you're thinking we're jumping dimensions. Hey, Red Dragon. Hey, we're talking about timelines, Red Dragon, the definition of timelines. Let's see, Lindsay, you have something here. Timelines. I was just reflecting on memory and how we remember things differently based on being in different timelines. That could be part of it. I just, as I said, I just don't want to put wrong information out there. So I'm trying to get an understanding of it. I was asked that question on an interview Thursday night, and I was kind of like a deer in headlights, didn't know what to answer because I didn't have an answer. I feel like my answer was different from a lot of people's, and there was a lot of different definitions out there. So I was just curious how how everybody else viewed timelines and jumping timelines. Lindsay, you're saying learning how to experience more simultaneously. Okay. Lauren, you're going, this is so interesting to hear how everyone sees the meeting. Yeah, it is. Oh, Patricia, it's about time you came in here. Let's see what you've got to say. Whatever you make a choice, as significant or insignificant or significant as making that choice may have felt, you're jumping onto a specific timeline depending on which choice you made per spirit and science or medium. Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good, but depending. Okay. So Patricia, you think an individual does a timeline. Do you think we timeline jump as a group? So let's see what Mary Sunshine, what are you saying? Quantum theory finds effects can occur before cause. Okay. That might be a little above our head, but thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see what, Lindsay, what do you have? I know I've gone through a deep study in different timelines so I can weave them together, be with more one. Maybe that is my problem, Lindsay. Maybe that because I do not have that line between the different dimensions. Like I'm in 3D and 5D simultaneously where I can see, I'm sitting here and I can see what I'm doing in 5D. Maybe that's the problem. It's a me problem that I am just not understanding timelines because I can do that. And so maybe everything's a little more blurry for me. So thank you for that, Lindsay. Okay. What else? Who else? Anybody else have any? I know I missed some good ones. Let's see. Lacey, you're saying jumping timelines suggests a major shift in the trajectory I was headed. Yeah, I think so. But I'm thinking that it might be a me problem that I'm not understanding it. Of course, it could always be a me problem. So anyway, I thank for everybody. This is like speaking another language. For me, it is, but again, it might be the problem I'm having with timelines. It's because my lines are so blurred between different dimensions, and I have 1 foot in one all the time and 1 foot in the other. And Shay Ryder, you're saying it's based on frequency. For you, it's based on frequency. Time is an illusion. That's where I go. Hey, Warrior Widow. That's kind of where I go, but I don't know if my viewpoint is right. So I'm going to have to do some more. But I'm glad to see that everybody's having something different to say or has a different perspective on it. Tina, I am definitely feeling the energy of the different dimensions. I'm confused to Dr. Gail, striving for the highest energy timelines. Now we are talking about them and I'm feeling them. Okay. All right, Tina. Okay. That sounds good. But yeah, I just don't know. It might be just me because I see so much that, and I don't have the lines, the definite lines, that it might be just harder for me on determining what actually timelines are when they're showing me that they're there's no such thing as time. Everything's happening at the same time. And I'm just having difficulties. Oh, if time doesn't exist, and why are we time? Anyway, it looks like to me I'm going to need to do a little bit more studying and education on that before that question is ever asked me again. It was the first time in a long time somebody asked me a question that I really didn't have the answer to. And I fumbled through it. Not sure that I gave the correct, but I just don't like putting the wrong information out there. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's get back to some y'all's questions. We have really gone on this, and I wanted to really hear what everybody was thinking. I was hoping somebody would have such a simple answer for it, but it looks like everybody has a different interpretation. Hey, Hypnicity, any messages from my star family, please? Okay, Hypnicity, let's see what you have here. Star family, I'm going to pull out of my Starseed Oracle deck here and see what message I'm pulling up for you, Hypnicity. You're going through some deep cellular healing. And it says it's Arcturian energy, and the Arcturians are real present here right today. Physical and emotional healing. So you're going through a lot of healing right now. Let me make sure that that's correct, because I pulled a second card too, and it says, oh, you're going through a lot of healing and saying, trust the timing. Trust the time. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And a lot of us feel that way, Hypnicity. A lot of us feel like, oh, we got to hurry. You know, we got to get going. We got to feel, we got to do what we've got to do. And I'm guilty of that myself. So the time, you need to be in a healing time right now. So you're needing to rest is what I'm hearing, is you need to rest. You're not running out of time as you feel like you are. Everything is going to happen when it's going to happen. So don't feel like either you're not living up to what you're supposed to be doing, or it's just, Hypnicity, relax. It's going to happen. Just relax. You're not running out of time. Okay, Hypnicity, relax. That's the biggest message I'm getting. What is this, what you're talking about, Lynn? I missed Hypnicity's comment on this one. But you agree with Hypnicity in Scotland, the frequency was so high, beautiful, different from our birth country. So what is your birth country, Lynn? I'm going to scroll up here and see what Hypnicity said about that. Okay. Oh, Patricia, what else are you saying about timelines? You're saying it's more based on our choices, and that brings on the path of timeline you're on. You can go slower, or that timelines are faster to your life purpose. Well, the card was showing that we're just to basically, Hypnicity needs to slow down and relax and do some healing. She's not running out of time. And I do think a lot of us feel that way, that we are. Oh, you're from the USA, Lynn? Yeah, a lot of us feel like we're running out of time. Come on, guys, give me information. I got to do this, got to do this. And most of us, just being who you are, being around the people you're around is all we need to do, because that increases the vibration around everybody you're around. So just being you is enough. So there's no race, there's no thing that you have to do or need to do. Just being you and being around people, you automatically increase your vibration because your vibration is high. Okay, let's see. What is this, Lindsay, you're saying? Oh, I missed it. I've gone fast with certain lessons. It's funny because I am slower with so many other things, but I know to take my time. Yes, yes. We have to slow down and integrate a lot of these things, because if it all comes to us and we were rushing it, we don't really get all of what we're supposed to get out of it, and we might make ourselves sick. Okay. All right, let's see, Teresa, what do you have? Hello, Gail and Galactic Tribe. Beautiful weather. Heading out for a walk with my fellow citizens. Oh, well, thanks. I'm glad to let us know it's beautiful there. It's been stormy for several days here in North Carolina, so I've had to go in and out walking my dog because she does not like getting her feet wet. She's a prissy little girl, and my cat will go out in the rain or anything. My dog won't. So I have to force her out. So today and the past few days, we have been dodging the rain. All right, let's see. Lacey, may I have some information about any spirit guide of mine that wants to be known? Oh, look at your picture, your little thumbnail. Okay, any information about your spirit guide? Okay, let me see what I can pull up here on the spirit guides. Okay. Oh, Warrior Widow, the last couple of days I've been sleeping all day in wild dreams. I feel like I was out and traveling, but I can't remember. Yes, you were, Warrior Widow. You were out working. So, okay, Lacey. Your spirit guides. I'm laughing because I'm getting a yes, and I'm going, well, you haven't told me anything yet. Okay, so what about her spirit guides? It's almost like they're telling me, oh, you got it before I've got it. Okay. You got some tall, curly-headed man. I'm thinking it's a Palladian. Blonde, curly hair. Named Brett, B-R-E-T. That is your spirit guide, Lacey. Are you a spirit guide, or are you just a extraterrestrial around her? Is she a spirit? Is it a spirit guide? It's a spirit guide, or is it extraterrestrial? It's both, actually. You've got an extraterrestrial that's a Palladian that is your spirit guide, and that's what he's telling me. So there you go, Lacey. Okay, let's see who's next. All right, I've got a lot of questions, and I'm sorry I won't be able to get to everybody. Don't take offense. I'm just doing the best I can to get to them. Okay, all right. Sylvia, while outside watering, I saw a large brown rodent suddenly pop up on the wall, ran downwards, but disappeared about 2 feet from the ground. What, who, why? Sylvia. Okay, well, at least you didn't go run screaming. So let me see what that rodent. I'm getting that as an elemental in disguise. Yep, that's what it is. Elemental in disguise. I got it right off. Let me see what kind of elemental this was. Do we have any rat or mouse elementals? They're telling me yes, we do. Okay, Sylvia, this was an elemental, and I'm assuming this would be an earth elemental in that category. I don't think I've ever seen one, but that's what they're telling me. It was an elemental, and it was not in disguise. I thought for sure it was in disguise, but not. Well, this is a whole nother area that I've never seen before of elementals. They come in rats. We're going to be looking at rats and mouses a little different. And they said squirrels. Rats, mouses, and squirrels we need to look at differently because they are part of the elemental world. I never knew that. Thanks for asking that question, Sylvia. We will look at them differently now. Okay. All right. Sylvia, thanks for asking that question. It was a good question. Okay, hypnicity. My stepson had surgery yesterday for a mild heart attack. Oh no, a 95% blockage of a major artery. Yikes, he's only 38, still asking for healing prayers for Jeb. Okay, everybody go ahead and send Hypnicity some healing prayers for her stepson. I feel like he's going to be fine. I think he's had a wake-up call though. Yeah, let me see. I'm pretty sure he's going to be okay, but yeah, he's going to be okay, but this is a wake-up call for him. He's going to have to do some life changes. So let's see who's next. Hey, Jen, am I hybrid or have any hybrid children? What really is the difference between starseed and hybrids? Thanks. Speaking of, if anybody sees Gina M in a chat, in another chat later on, and some because she'll be in somebody's chat, tell her to email me. I have more information on the questions she asked me the other day. And just put in the chat wherever she is, and just say contact Dr. Gail, and she knows my email address. But go ahead and tell her that I have more information on what she was asking in the chat the other day. It came to me the next day when I was driving, which seems to happen a lot. But Jen, are you a hybrid? My answer before I even ask, I'm going to say definitely yes. And yes, you are. And do you have any hybrid children? Yes, you do. And the difference in a star seed, now Sheila Seppi has a whole book on this, but the star seeds are people who have cosmic connections to other planets. And there is a little bit of that in their DNA. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be experiencing kind of the things everybody's experiencing here. But Jen, being a hybrid, that means you definitely have hybrid DNA. You have alien DNA. And most common, and I'm not sure this is sure, it would take me to get into this a lot deeper, getting connected to it a lot deeper. But usually, this would be for me, they take your father, your mother DNA, and then they add in alien DNA. So and that creates a hybrid. And that's the most common way I see the hybrids, but there's a lot of other different ways they do it. Let me see if that's the way they did it for you. Let me see if that's the way they did it for you. Yeah, that's how it was done for you. And so because they did that, you're very connected with them, and that means your gifts will be coming out pretty quickly, which we know since you think you've got a brain tumor. But anyway, you are a hybrid, and that is how it happened. And the star seeds do have cosmic connections. They do have connections to different planets, not like a hybrid. You actually have the DNA of an alien or extraterrestrial, ET, whatever you want to call them. You have that. It's like a lot of it, not just a little bit of it. You have a lot of it. So your connection to them is a lot stronger than your average person. So there you go, Jen. I hope that answered your question. All right, I'm going to take one last question. And again, as everybody has said, don't mean to miss everybody's questions. But let's see, it looks like it's Millie. Millie, I wonder if these flashes as Morse code. Are you talking about hot flashes, Millie? Are you talking about hot flashes? Are they using it as Morse code, or what are you talking about? Can you give me more information, Millie, on what you're talking about? Or was that actually a question? Millie, what do you mean? Are you still here, Millie? Jen, so much makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense when you figure that out. It took me 2 weeks to absorb it, but I didn't have anybody. Of course, I didn't have like this group to talk about it about. And when I found out that I was a hybrid, it took me a couple of weeks to absorb it and then to find out why. Oh, it's not a question. It's just a statement, Millie. Okay. All right. Well, thanks. All right. Okay. I'm going to go to the last question then. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's say it's Lynn. Let me see if this is a question. Hi, Dr. Gail. A few years ago, 5 glowing, transparent Native American women were with me in meditation in a salt cave, pouring silver mercury liquid on me, healing me. Oh, is that a statement, Lynn? Well, that's great. I have 3 Native Americans that help me, but one main one, mainly to teach me how to ground. But it's great that you have that. It's a cute picture you have too. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm going to follow that one last question. When I was starring it, I was just starring anything I could see. All right, Warrior Widow. Can I hear from my star family, and can you tell me my level? Telling you, I can't tell you your level. That's a personal thing, Warrior Widow, with you and whoever you're working with. Me, I work with Metatron with that. And so you're just going to have, that's a personal thing about what level you're at, or talking to them about what level you're at. So, and then the things that you want to talk to about. Anyway, that's more of a personal thing, each individual. I would hate to tell you, but if I told you what level you were now, it might change tomorrow. So it's something that you need to be kind of ongoing with or talking to them about. Okay, warrior widow. Oh, besides that, okay. Well, I'm hearing warrior widow to relax. I think this is very similar to a message I had earlier. Was um, it? It all has a purpose. It all has a flow. You you just need to relax and just let it happen. And again, to get rest. With so much going on and so much information coming in for us, it's important for us to rest. And of course, then again, I'm not so sure when they're asking us to rest, it's not their opportunity to send us more information. Let me check on that. I think that's more it. When they keep telling us to rest, I think it's their opportunity to give us more information. And that's exactly right. When we relax, when we sleep, when we take a nap, when we're sleeping at night, that's when they can give us more information. So our physical body needs the rest to receive this information. So anybody, if y'all are getting this, all of a sudden you're tired and you're needing to rest, that means they're probably wanting to send you some more information. So warrior widow, you're resting a lot. Well, a lot's coming in for you, so I can understand why you would be resting a lot. Okay, everybody. All right. Thanks for being here with me today. And sorry that I didn't get to everybody's questions. I hope everybody has a good weekend and happy Father's Day tomorrow to the fathers here. And my next show will be Wednesday. And I think it's Danny Shea that's on with me on Wednesday. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on his channel on Wednesday. We go back and forth. But anyway, my next show will be with, I think, Danny Shea next week. All right, everybody. Thank you. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see y'all later. All right. Bye-bye.